Imagine walking through an American city that still looks alive. Cars parked in driveways, lights on in kitchen windows, school banners hanging outside buildings that feel permanent. Nothing looks abandoned. Nothing looks broken. And that's exactly how ghost towns begin. They don't announce themselves. They don't collapse overnight. They don't warn you. They hollow out quietly, while everyone is still convinced they're safe. Most people leave videos like this early, because this part feels uncomfortable. Too close. Too familiar. Don't. Because what you're about to hear isn't about failed cities. It's about normal places that feel stable right up until families begin disappearing one decision at a time. By 2026, several U.S. cities are not collapsing loudly. They are thinning, silently, from the inside. And the first people to leave are not desperate. They are careful. They are parents. They are homeowners. They are the ones who still have just enough margin to leave before the pressure turns unbearable. Stay with this, because the danger doesn't look the same everywhere. And the later cities break in ways most people never see coming. Number 10. Gary, Indiana. Gary doesn't look like a ghost town. It looks worn down by time. Jobs didn't vanish in one shock. They faded slowly, year after year. Families adapted longer than they should have. Schools merged quietly. Class sizes grew. Neighborhoods aged without replacement. Houses stayed occupied, but futures stopped forming. The moment parents begin asking whether their children need to leave to succeed, the city has already lost something it never recovers. Not population. Momentum. Number 9. Youngstown, Ohio. Youngstown feels intact, and that's the trap. Affordable homes keep people anchored longer than logic allows. Hope stretches further than finances. Graduates leave first. They don't make speeches. They just don't come back. Young families follow slowly. What remains is a city that still functions but no longer renews itself. Ghost towns are not empty places. They are places where the future quietly stops arriving. Number 8. Flint, Michigan. Flint didn't just lose jobs. It lost confidence. When families stop trusting infrastructure, leadership, and long-term safety, they don't panic. They plan exits. Children get enrolled elsewhere. Homes stop appreciating. Local investment dries up before headlines ever appear. Cities don't empty when people are afraid. They empty when trust breaks quietly and never fully returns. Number 7. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. This is what early disappearance looks like. Jobs exist, but they don't lead anywhere. Careers don't grow here. They end. Families hesitate because leaving feels risky, until staying feels reckless. Ambition exits first. Then stability follows. Schools shrink. Healthcare thins. Retail disappears one storefront at a time. Nothing collapses. Everything contracts. Number 6. Stockton, California. This one catches people off guard, because Stockton doesn't look empty. It looks busy, crowded, alive. But pressure changes behavior. Rising housing costs, insurance premiums, childcare expenses, commutes that eat hours every week. Families under constant financial tension don't wait for disaster. They preempt it. They move inland. They move out of state. They move wherever breathing room still exists. Some ghost towns don't feel quiet. They feel exhausted. Number 5. Decatur, Illinois. Decatur sits in a dangerous middle ground. Not broken enough to trigger help. Not dynamic enough to reinvent itself. Manufacturing fades. Replacement never arrives fast enough. Families stay loyal longer than math allows. They believe patience will be rewarded. It isn't. The moment household budgets stop working, emotional attachment breaks fast. There is one signal almost nobody watches closely enough. Schools. Ghost towns don't begin when businesses close. They begin when classrooms shrink. At first it sounds harmless. A few fewer students. One class combined with another. One teacher reassigned. But schools are the nervous system of a city. When enrollment drops, funding drops. When funding drops, programs disappear. Music, sports, special education. Parents notice immediately. They start asking questions they never wanted to ask. Is this school still competitive? Is my child falling behind? Should we be looking somewhere else? That question changes everything. Because once families move for their children, they don't come back. And when schools weaken, everything around them follows. After-school programs shut down. Local sports leagues shrink. Churches lose families. Community events fade. What remains is not emptiness. It's disconnection. Cities don't lose population first. They lose cohesion. You can feel it when you walk through a neighborhood. Playgrounds stay quiet longer. School parking lots empty faster in the afternoons. Graduation banners stop appearing in front yards. And this stage is invisible in statistics. It doesn't show up in headlines. It shows up in silence. By the time people start talking about population decline, the decision-making already happened years earlier. Families didn't flee. They planned. And once enough parents quietly choose a different future for their kids, a city never recovers the same way again. Number 4. Camden, New Jersey. Camden reveals a different kind of trigger. Comparison. When opportunity grows nearby but never reaches you, people notice. They compare schools, safety, jobs, future options. Families don't wait for collapse. They relocate toward contrast. Cities don't need disaster to empty. They only need to be outperformed next door. Number 3. East St. Louis, Illinois. This is what happens when employment leaves faster than systems can adapt. Property values stall. Taxes rise anyway. Public services thin. Families who can leave do. Those who stay inherit fragility. This phase is easy to ignore because nothing dramatic happens until suddenly everything feels unstable at once. Number 2. Suburban cities most people believe are immune. This is where denial lives. Places built on commuting, predictable jobs, stable schools, manageable costs. When remote work shifts. When industries consolidate. When insurance and taxes rise faster than wages. Suburbs thin quietly. School funding weakens. Local shops close. Families relocate without headlines. And finally, number 1. Cities that still feel like the American dream. Clean streets, good ratings, safe reputations. These are the most dangerous of all. Because when ghost towns begin there, nobody believes it. People confuse stability with permanence. They are not the same. Ghost towns are not ruins. They are transitions people notice too late. If this video made you uncomfortable, that's intentional. Because the places that empty first are never the ones screaming danger. They're the ones that still feel normal. And once you see how it starts, you'll never look at a quiet street the same way again. This is what Urban Bird watches closely.